Conferences are exhausting. I know it because I have not only spoken at a ton of conferences, but I've also attended as a member, and it is endless network and learning and note-taking, on and on and on. And it starts early in the morning, it goes all night long. These type of conferences are exhausting. And so we all go to these conferences, we take a ton of notes, we learn a ton of things at these conferences, and then we leave the conference, check out of our hotel, head to the airport, fly home, get a taxi to our house, and go right back to our normal day and forget everything we learned at that conference. If you, like me, go to a lot of conferences, I want to give you my 4 tips on how I have taken the content I learn at a conference and leverage it for my benefit so that it doesn't just get lost and all the value gets wasted. With that, check out this video and I'll show you what I mean. Take a look right here. This is just one page of notes from a conference that I attended. And there are actually 5 more pages of notes and information and knowledge that I gained from just this one conference. And I discovered that at every conference I go to, I gained so much good value. But the problem is, information without action is useless. So we want to learn how to take that information and put it into action. Here are my 4 tricks to be able to take that information and put it into action so that you can use it at your next conference. The very first tip is you have to block out some kind of time right after the conference before you get into your daily routine at life at home or back at the office to go through all of your notes. In fact, there was a molecular biologist that did a study. His name was Dr. John Medina. He did a study that found that people forget about 90%, let me say it again. People forget about 90% of what they learned a month after they learned it if they don't review it. So all of this information, gone, if we don't take some time to review it. So the first step is you gotta carve out some time to go through your notes before you get into your daily routine. The second tip is once we carve out that time and we're going through these notes, we have to categorize it. Here are the 3 ways I like to categorize my notes post a conference. The first way is this an action that I am going to take care of within these first few days? If so, that goes into my high priority list and I'm taking care of it. Option 2, is this an action that I will eventually maybe take care of in the future, but I don't need to worry about it now? If so, it goes into my brainstorm list to review at a later date. And then the third is this just information? Like, this is knowledge. It's nothing I don't need to take action on, but I would like to review it. I use various flashcard type app to help me to retain information over time. My current favorite app is called Readwise, and Readwise allows me to bring information in from books. It allows me to bring information in from PDFs. It allows me to bring information in that I just manually put in from a conference, like quotes I hear, stats I hear, and put it into the Readwise app, and then I can review it on a daily basis. In fact, the Journal of Experimental Psychology actually found that when people take their notes and categorize them into different buckets, just like we're doing here with these 3 options, it increases the chance of recall by 40%. So now we've carved out the time. We've categorized our content into take action on it now, maybe take action on the future, and let me keep this in my flashcard app to review at a later date. The third tip for conference follow-up is, of course, related to the networking that we do at these conferences. Some conferences I come home, I have a stack of business cards that I collected from people I met at that conference. Hi, my name's Tom. Hi, my name's Tom. Hi, my name's Tom. Hi, my name's Tom. And I meet all of these people at this conference. And every time I meet someone, I get their business card or their information via email, and I take a little note quickly right after I meet them. So when I go home, I go, who is that person? Oh, right, she runs that company that does off-site strategy retreats and she needs help coming up. So my goal is as soon as I come back, I want to make sure that I spend some time organizing those contacts that I met and following up with them based on the priority of what's most most important to least important. And I know they're like, Tom, do I really need to network at the conference? Yes, that's the point of the in-person. There's knowledge and networking. Those are like your two main points of going to that conference. We're already talked about the knowledge. The networking is what we're talking about right now. LinkedIn did a study of their professionals. They found that 80% of their professionals said that conference networking is one of the keys to their success in their career. So after you do the networking, come back and follow up to those contacts you met with. My fourth, last and final tip for you is related to the phrase, to teach is to learn. We have all this amazing information that we've now organized, we've categorized, we're gonna follow up on it right now or later, but there's one more step here, and that is to teach others what you learned. Can you bring back to your office, your team, your organization, your community, and share with them your key learnings? Because by sharing it with others, not only are we giving the information to them, we're also helping ourselves to retain that information. To teach is to learn.
Good idea.
There's actually an effect, it's called the protege effect, and it was based on a study of students. And when students had to take the information and teach others, it increased the retention rate of that information. So there's a double effect here. They get to learn, the people back home in your community that didn't get to attend, and you get to retain that information. There you go, you got 4 ideas to maximize the value of the next conference you attend, which are to make sure you carve out time to go through the information. Make sure you actually categorize and organize that information. Follow up with the networking and contacts that you found at that conference, and take the content you learned and teach it to others. If you like this video, I highly recommend you subscribe to my channel, because we're sharing all sorts of content just like this to help you to engage the people on your dance floor. My name's Tom. I'll see you in the next video.